What's going on, y'all? So it's been a minute since I made a manifestation video because I just been living it. The past couple months really have been crazy. Like for me, I always talk about signs. Signs only follow your manifestation. They never precede it. So that doesn't mean like the sign that, oh, the signs mean this. No, the signs mean it's done and it's starting to materialize in your life. And the way I've been seeing it is like, as much as I talk about this and it sounds like a second nature for me, I mean, it is getting more and more to that point. I'm getting more and more comfortable with this skill, but it still baffles me the way that the world works. When you're driving, you mind your own business and you see a license plate of the place you're trying to move to. You know what I'm saying? You see it like on a random sign. You see granola bars with the state that you're trying to move to on there. When you see like things that when you ignore the physical reality and you can almost see behind the curtain with certain things, with other things you're trying to manifest, you're just like, wow, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to get y'all to that point because I want y'all to see this type of stuff and see this world from a different lens, right? So when I was doing this long drive on Thursday, I was listening to a lot of Neville Goddard's lectures. I'm still on my mental diet kick. That it's like I use a little bit for entertainment purposes, of course, just let my mind go. But sometimes it's like even when I'm doing something, it's like I need to be doing something productive. So it's like, you know what? Let me listen to Neville. And, I like to do this. Like there's like periods of time where I love listening to Neville just to see what I've learned. Like go away from the teacher for a little bit, go learn some things, and then come back and hear the exact same lecture and be like, that's what you meant. That's what that means. Oh, I've seen that. I've experienced that. It's really cool when you can go back to old material and be like, wow, this has all been here the entire time, but now I can see it. You see what I'm saying? So one of the lectures, I think it was either Imagine or Acts Become Facts or Strong Imagination or Rearrange the Mind. I can't remember which one it was specifically. But what he was talking about was how this world is a world only here to appease hunger. And so what he means by that is quite literally, like if you're hungry, what do? You go to the fridge, you go to the restaurant, and you go get some food to appease that hunger. If you are feeling thirsty, you go do something to appease that thirst. You go get some water, you get some Gatorade, even though half of y'all ain't working out, you still drink Gatorade, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like what you need to understand is that's entirely what this world is. But the thing is, and not to get all tinfoil hatty, but there are strong, powerful beings that are here as opposition. They're here to make it harder for you. So they'll get you to focus on these small, small, small things. But once you just say, hey, I'm gonna sit back, let me go do my own thing. What am I hungry for? Not what society wants me to be hungry for. What am I in my own shell hungry for? You see what I'm saying? You could be hungry for food, water, but you could also be hungry for knowledge, right? So when you are hungry for knowledge, what do? You watch videos like this. You watch other people, other great speakers and presenters, Manly P. Hall, Neville Goddard, Walter Lanyon, Florence Scovel Shinn, whatever it is that you're trying to do, you'll find a group of teachers that are here to teach you on that subject, no matter what it is. I mean, from all ends of the spectrum. You can go from feminazis to super male that hate women. You can go to the Klan, you can go to the Black Panthers. There's still a group of teachers that are here to teach you what they know about their subject. Information is just information. It's all up to you to gauge it in your own scale, what's right and wrong. All right. And the things when it comes to this manifestation stuff, everything can be used, right? Everything can be used, but everything can be used for good or for bad. And it's up to you to use it the right way, because what you need to remember, that same information, that same energy you put out there is going to come right back and smack you upside the head. So if you keep using it for evil, it will be evil. If you send it out for good, it'll be good. And both of those things, when they come back, they'll come back to you multiplied. So you have to remember that. All right. So choose your path wisely. I can't control that much. All I can do is provide the information, right? But yes, getting back to it, this world is to appease hunger. So how do you appease that hunger? Well, you have to enter the state of whatever it is that you want. Enter the state of like the wish fulfilled, right? So if you want wealth, you can be sitting, might not have a bed right now. You might not have a couch, and you're laying on the floor right now. So it's like, you have to think about this. A lot of people that are skeptical about the law of attraction and stuff, they'll be like, oh, well, this is just blah, 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 blah. This is fake. This doesn't work. Well, even if every single decision that you have made has got you to the point where you are. So yes, you're a grown adult, but yet you don't have furniture. You are, poor at this exact moment in your physical reality. So why wouldn't you want to try something else? Because everything you've done in this real world has got you here. So why not go to the fake world and see what works for you? You see what I'm saying? Why not try it? Just try it, and you'll see things start to shape and happen in your life. Unless you're just so close-minded to it, then hey, it is what it is. When you're ready to listen, we'll be here. But if you want wealth in your mind, I don't care if you're laying on the floor right now. See yourself in a mansion. See yourself in a nice 2-bedroom home. See yourself wherever you find to be happiness. Even see yourself in an RV, like a nice fancy RV or something. Wherever it is that you find solace, the thing that you want, see yourself living in there every day. Every night before you go to bed, see yourself there. And eventually, the more that you implant it in your mind, the more that becomes a repetitive cycle. It becomes muscle memory for your brain, your subconscious mind, to keep projecting it and playing that record. When your subconscious mind is playing a record, that's what your life starts to reflect. That's all this is. So you have to enter the state of you being affluent. You have to enter the state of you no longer, being like no longer living on the floor. But once again, I kind of have to contradict myself here. Don't move away from what you don't want. Move towards what you want. And I'm going to keep saying that in like most of my manifestation videos. That slight connotation can make the biggest difference. Don't move away from what you don't want. Hey, I don't want to be sleeping on the floor anymore. I don't want to be, no, because you're still giving information. You're still giving energy to you sleeping on the floor. Move towards you. Yo, I got this nice memory foam king size bed with the satin sheets. Oh my God, it feels like I'm laying on silk. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're moving towards. You see what I'm saying? And the more of an emotional reaction that you have with this, the more that it becomes true in your subconscious mind. The more true it is in your subconscious mind, the more that you'll start to see the world starting to shape what you are thinking, right? Another easy example, if you have a hunger for love, right? What you need to do is you can do a whole bunch of different exercises. And once again, I can clarify these if need be. But you can start having mental conversations with your significant other. Just sit there and talk. When you're in meditation, once again, meditation is your creative space. So when you're here, just talk to him or her. Just sit there and just be like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. How was work today? Or how was this and that? Oh, what'd you want to do today? And just have that conversation. I'm not saying like sit here and like talk to yourself like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm doing great. Do what you do, but that might be a little bit crazy. Just have it in your mind. You know what I'm saying? No one can control, no one can see, no one can hear what you're doing in your mind. So when you're in your meditation, go through your daily thoughts, let them go, and then come into your mind and just be like, hey, how are you? Almost like you're coming home from work, but you're coming home from the world to this place where your significant other exists already. And once again, the more that you talk to him or her, the more likely the sooner or, whatever happens, but you can't control the universal time. But, the more that you'll start to see signs of them coming into your life, the faster that it starts to crystallize into your world. You see what I'm saying? So everything is in the mind. Every single thing. Everything starts in the mind. There was something I was watching, kind of related, kind of not. But there was a video by Daylight, and he was talking about like how some people can't dunk. Like with basketball, you can't dunk. And it's like a lot of this has nothing to do with physical aptitudes, all in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Because like there was a time where like he was being joked around with when he was like a younger person, like a kid, young person, and he said, yo, he can't even touch the net. But then like he told the story about how he just said, no, I could do that. And he put in his mind that he could do, and then boom, ends up dunking the ball. You know what I'm saying? So everything is in your mind. Whether you believe you can or you can't, you are correct, right? So if you believe that this love is coming into your life, you believe that this wealth is coming into your life, you believe that this success, this promotion, this whatever it is that you want, that's your hunger. That hunger comes from within. And you see the way to appease that hunger is within. The hunger starts within and you appease it within. So the way to appease that hunger within, see it in your mind as already being complete. See yourself being married. See yourself living in the home that you want. See yourself living the life, even if you want to live off the land. See yourself doing that. Do whatever it is that you want. See yourself being an incredible gamer. See yourself being a great dancer. See yourself happier than you ever been. Like if you're in a state of depression, you have a bunch of anxiety. See yourself hanging out with a bunch of people. See yourself having a great time. In your mind, see this crowd of people and you're enjoying them. They all love you. You love them. See yourself giving money to another poor person, if that's something that you feel the need to do. You know what I'm saying? See yourself giving, food away to people. See yourself doing all this type of stuff. Because the more that you see it in your mind, the more that it's become a physical truth, So I hope that made sense. I hope that gave y'all like a little spiritual uplifting for this weekend. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have manifested anything using similar techniques or even completely other techniques, let me know. I'm always here to learn as much as I'm here to share what I know. Till the next one.